First thing noticing, still lots and lots of green. We're into October now. So of course, as we look up, things are going to look a little more yellow and brown. In fact, some of these are looking, I think these look like wrought iron designs. We can see the colors of the yellow and the brown in the holes, which themselves make shapes, as you can see there. Colors of leaves are very different in the sense that sometimes it's two-toned, like this one over here, and then other times you're getting just different shades of things. That's also shiny with the dampness of today. There you've got, oh gosh, brown, yellow, pink, orange, green, kind of a tangerine color in some of these here. Purple flowers are still out. The deeper purple ones and then the lighter purple ones, they're still around. The mini daisies are still kicking, some of them. But you can see they're getting very a reddish tinge to them. The leaves are having a reddish tinge. It's not as, it's damp out, but not as damp as to make these seed pods less fluffy. Sometimes they get really flattened, but right now they are super, super fluffy. They're also looking more brown. Sometimes we're out here and they look very black and white, but here they are just so many shades of brown. Light brown, dark brown. I call this the metallic phase, but you can see how the leaves are looking like, I called it lacy wrought iron, but kind of like these antique relics with the colors. Sort of bronze and a bit crumbly. Some really nice textures on these leaves that are coming out. The goldenrod's turning very dark now. Some of them are still in the fluffy stage. These are not. They are turning quite black. Amongst the green, you're going to start getting these leaves. We've talked about these before. We're in the land of leaves. Different colored leaves. Here's one that you might call brown, but when you get a bit closer, you can see that there's different shades of brown. Over here by the parking sign, we've been watching this turn redder and redder each time. There's a leaf that's got the water in it, glistening, which again changes the color of it. So you can see again, they're not just all one color, they're not just red. Here's one over here that's, and again with the light and the dampness on it, you can get some really interesting shapes and colors from that. The red leaves always stand out so much. Here's one that when you zero in on, you can again see the amazing texture and also that it's got orange in it, right? Oh, it's right beside one that is, so here's some interesting contrast too, is how the leaves land. Oh, and here's one that's got, because it's so damp out, you're going to get all the really cool glistening sequin-like circular drops that often stick around even after it's rained. So let's take one last look here. So here's our corner. You can definitely see yellowing up. And the cedars are getting orange. Little bits of orange on them. It's a super cloudy morning. I have no idea where the sun is, somewhere over there. And then if we go across and we look over at the other side, this is also going to be lots of color. Orange, yellow, red, green, little bits of purple, blue-gray that comes in the pavement. And then back over to where we were. Taking a moment just to listen. It's a pretty quiet moment, but you can hear crickets. Those sound like peeper frogs, to be honest, rather than birds. We get peeper frogs in the ditches. There's water ditches And behind here there's a water ditch. Can't see it because everything's grown up, but as the greenery starts to fall away, we're going to be able to see the water a lot better. Crow. There were some birds in the cedars that were taking notice of me being here, but they seem to have quieted down. Because the corner isn't just what you see, it's also what you hear. That sounds like a car on the road distant. Okay, we'll see you next week. And now some photos from today. Here are some potential art themes emerging from today's meeting at the corner, prompts for further creative exploration. Sounds, tangerine, still here, the land of leaves. See you in the same place next week.